What is good, YouTube? I hope all y'all doing so good. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be answering a question of, can a Mustang GT be a daily driver, or is it a good daily driver? So before I start, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me just show you the car real quick. So this is my 2023 Mustang GT. Got a few miles on it, honestly purely cosmetic because I really don't want to avoid the warranty, the Ford warranty. But yeah, let me talk, tell a few things about what I feel makes this dailyable / not dailyable. So again, if y'all like the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do whatever y'all want to do. And yeah, let's get to it. So long story short, my quick answer is that yes, I believe that this car is dailyable, but I think that there are some provisions to it if you want to daily this type of car. And there's some lifestyle things that, you might have to consider before you decide to daily this type of thing. But yeah, let's get into it. So first thing I'm going to talk about is gas mileage. I know one of the things that everybody thinks about and talks about when they're talking about driving a V8 or dealing a V8 is gas mileage. How many times you're at the pump, how much you're paying for gas. So right now I'm going to show you my miles per gallon just real quick, show you what I'm making. So currently I'm averaging about 15.1 miles per gallon, average miles per gallon. I'm at around, say, 3/4 tank and 152 miles till E. So, I mean, I personally think it's not, dang. I personally don't think that it's that bad, but I mean, compared to something like an Accord or something that's more dailyable, it's definitely on the not so good side, but I think this is an okay fuel mileage. Now see, me personally though, I'm a university student, so I drive maybe like 20 to 40 miles a day, give or take. I'm not too far from school, I go to work type things, but I mean, I'm at the pump maybe once a week, honestly. Once a week, and it's like $40 to fill the tank. But when I was working over the summer, it's like 2-hour drive every day. I was at the pump maybe like 2 to 3 times a week. So honestly, gas mileage is bad, I would say, but it's not horrible. It's doable, in my opinion. And if you're someone who, you'll enjoy a car like this and you're willing to pay that extra for gas, I think it's dailyable. I don't think it's horrible enough to be like, nah, I'm not gonna daily this car. I think it's pretty cool. Now I want to talk about the usability aspect. So with this car being a 2-door muscle car, it is pretty small, I'm not gonna lie. And when it comes to like seating and trunk space, I would say for seating, the passenger seat obviously is pretty comfortable. I mean, it's the front passenger seat, plenty of space there. But then when you get to the back seats, that's when you have a problem. With the passenger seat in like a full comfortable position, this is about how much leg space you are getting in this back seat. And the thing about it is, when you're sitting in that back seat and you're, say, like at least 5'8", if you're at least 5'8", your head is like hitting that window and you're sitting there like this half the time. Now say you're somebody who's pretty tall, I would say that this back seat is not for you. Like, say you're sitting up against, like in the back seat, you're sitting up against the window like this, like your head is touching that window and you're bending down. Like, it is bad. Like, the back seats here, because you got to see how the roof slopes back here. Like, nah, I don't think that this is definitely not a car that you want to be carrying passengers for a long period of time. Now, in terms of trunk space for this thing, I would say trunk space is actually pretty good. I mean, I can go and get a full thing of groceries. Me and my girl can go get a full thing of groceries, fit it all in the trunk. The only complaint is the opening, because this can hold like 2 to 3 large suitcases, but getting them through this opening is the most difficult part. But I mean, I got a few things in here right now, but honestly, the trunk is actually a pretty nice size, especially for this size of vehicle. But honestly, in terms of driver comfort, I mean, I have the cloth seats, but honestly, like, I can sit in this car for hours, like on a road trip or something, and I'm never gonna complain about being uncomfortable. Like, in terms of drivability and like being a driver in this car, I think it's really comfortable. Now, if we're getting into the ride quality part of comfort, I think this car actually rides pretty smooth. It's not gonna ride like a Benz or like an Audi or anything like that, but like any other sedan or like just vehicle, I think it rides pretty similar. I mean, right now I'm on lowering springs, so it rides a little bit different for me, but honestly, before I got lowering springs, this was like a really nice smooth ride. Like, you feel a bump here and there, or like, you hit a pothole speed bump, you'll feel it. But other than that, like, it really is a smooth, nice ride. And that's something to me that's very important when you're dealing a vehicle, because if you're going to be going back and forth to work every day, you want something that's comfortable and has a nice, smooth ride. So, I mean, to me is great. So now it's time to get a little bit into, I guess, the more technical / mechanical part of things. And here I'm going to talk about reliability. So with this one, I'm at 41,000 miles, and as of right now, I've yet to have any engine or transmission issues. Now at like, I think it was like 30-something thousand miles, my amp went out, and that was just a radio thing. They replaced that within 2 days. Wasn't an issue, was nothing that hindered the car from being used. It's just, like I was saying, nothing that hindered the car from being used. It was literally just an amp issue, and they replaced it quick. But engine and transmission are solid, and from what I've heard, the Coyotes are actually pretty bulletproof, and that's what's in here, the 5.0 Coyote. From what I heard, the Coyotes are actually pretty bulletproof, and they do amazing. So I'm honestly expecting this engine to get me to at least 100,000 miles. So honestly, I'm not really worried. It's doing really well. So if that's something that's aware of yours, where it's like Ford, American Cars, or the Coyote, you don't have to worry about it. The Mustang is honestly a pretty reliable car, Mustang GT at least. So I would say if that's aware of yours, just, it's all good. Another topic that I also did want to cover, I'm sweating a little bit, y'all, it's hot, so bear with me. But another topic that I did want to cover is reliability / maintainability, as in maintenance. So with this car, maintenance, honestly, it's not bad. You'll have the typical like oil change. That's really it. That's about everything I've done with this car. Like I said earlier, there was the amp that I had to get changed, but that was under warranty, so I didn't pay anything for that. Sorry, there are bugs flying around, but that was under warranty, so I didn't pay anything for that. But other than that, it's really just oil changes and fluid changes and just your regular maintenance, and that usually is around 100 to 200. Sometimes they'll do an alignment every once in a while. And when it comes to like things like tires, I mean, I have a set of aftermarket wheels and tires, so it's more expensive for me. But I mean, if you have some stock ones, honestly, it's not bad. But, and another thing about, wheels and tires is that they're honestly not that expensive for stock ones. It really isn't. I don't remember the exact stock height. When I originally got my car, they were on like the base model wheels, so it was like the 18s. I don't remember exactly what the width was and whatever, but the tires themselves honestly weren't that bad. But I mean, the thing about tires is they last a while, unless you get a nail in your tire. But I don't know how often that happens to y'all, but it doesn't happen too often to me, knock on wood. But yeah, honestly, that part of it isn't that bad, but I don't know. So in terms of technology in this car as well, it has the collision warning. So basically, if you're getting too close to a car at too fast of a speed, it'll beep and just yell at you and flash at you. And I think it does apply the brakes, so I'd have to look into that, but I'm pretty sure it does apply the brakes for you, or at least gives you the optimal pressure when you do apply the brakes. Also, I have the Sync 3 screen, so with Apple CarPlay, which to me makes a car so much more daily drivable. You have Apple CarPlay, you have GPS, you have all the 9 yards. If you want to take a trip, you can just pop in the GPS and you're good, rather than buying a phone mount or any extra hassle and stress. So to me, it makes this car a lot more dailyable. You also have blind spot monitoring in the mirrors. So I don't know if you see that little logo over here, but that is for blind spot monitoring. So basically, if anybody's in your blind spot, you'll be able to see, or it'll warn you, flash at you, beep at you. It also has lane keep assist. I honestly have that off. I know it's a setting, but I honestly have that off. I don't really like it. But I mean, yeah. Now, in terms of safety, because I know that's another very important thing when it comes to daily driver, is safety, obviously. When it comes to safety, I would definitely say that this is a safe vehicle. Like I said, it has a collision warning. It also has a blind spot monitoring, so basically keeping you safe all around. But also the crash test ratings are pretty high as well. I believe the crash test rating, I don't know exactly what it is, but I would do my own research if I were you. But they're good. That's all I know. They're good. They're good for me. I did my research before I got the car, and it did really well. So honestly, to me, that's a very good thing, especially when it comes to safety, because safety is very important when you're driving a car every single day. But I don't know. What do y'all think? And another, an asterisk aspect, especially when it comes to the stereotypes of sports cars. A lot of people believe that you get a sports car, you're going to be a target of the police, you're going to be this, and that. Honestly, if you were to hop in like something hot, like a Charger or a Challenger or some type of Mopar, that is true. You probably will get stopped a lot more, especially because those are more stolen vehicles. But something like this, the police do not bother me, y'all. Like, I don't know if stereotype is that police always go after sports cars, but I have not once been bothered by the police. I've had this car a year and a half, and I've only been pulled over once, and it was my fault. I've never been just wrongfully pulled over or been targeted because I'm in a sports car. So, I mean, if that's a worry of yours, where you're like, oh, the police are gonna be, targeting me or, looking out for me just because I'm in a sports car, I don't think it's a worry. I honestly don't think it's that big of a deal. It's something where really just isn't that big of a deal. It doesn't really happen. So, I mean, I guess that's just my personal experience. A lot of people will share other experiences, different experiences, but that's just what I have to say about the topic. All around, I honestly just think the Mustang is a really cool car. I think the Mustang is an amazing vehicle, and I really, really give kudos to Ford for this car. I mean, I love daily driving it. It really is amazing. I mean, there's not much bad I have about it. I mean, there's the typical gas mileage. I might complain a little bit about that, but other than that, there's not really much to, harp on the car. Now, I mean, obviously, soon I'll probably come out with a video, like 10 things I hate about my Mustang, but even that's going to be hard to find. You know what I mean? Like, the car is amazing. So I know this was a little bit of a short video. I honestly wanted to keep it short and sweet for y'all because I know you guys hate just people rambling and just talking and for no reason. So I just wanted to keep it short for y'all. But let me know what you think in comments, because my end consensus is that yes, it is dailyable. If you're someone who's maybe single in university, don't really have to worry much about family and kids, or have to worry about carrying a bunch of things or a bunch of people, I would say this is a go-to. This is definitely a good option. But if you're someone who has a family, or you have to move a lot, you have to worry about carrying a lot of heavy things or just a big load or anything like that, I would definitely say that this is not the car for you. But I mean, in my opinion, I've been daily driving this for a year and a half now, and I think that if you really want to daily drive it, or if it's something that you have been considering, bite the bullet. It's great. It's amazing. I love the car so much, and I think that if it's something that you really want to do and you're on the fence about, just do it. It's amazing. But yeah, with that being said, I just want to let y'all know that we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for that. I really, really do appreciate y'all. We have come from so far, or that sounds, I don't even know what I just said. We have come so far, but I just want to thank y'all so much for that. And if you enjoy the video, just make sure to like, subscribe for more. I'm going to be doing a mod list video here soon, just talking about all the mods I've done to the car, because as y'all can see, it is a good amount of them. But yeah, if y'all want that video, just stay tuned, subscribe, and yeah, that'll be coming soon. So with that being said, I think that's everything. And yeah, have a good day, y'all. I hope you enjoy the video.